Hey Fish Fam, this is Nikachu, Merfolk Master. I'm here with my brother, and we are here to experiment with Simic Merfolk in Modern, but without Silvergill Adept. You aren't going to see Silvergill Adept here because we are trying to play with more interactive creatures and just powerful creatures. We're 4-0 so far, going for the 5-0 trophy. If you want to see Simic being played at a competitive level, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Before we get into our match, we're going to thank our sponsors, themanabase.com. And from Kitchen Tabletop Magic to Commander to MTG Arena standard gameplay, you better believe that the Mana Base is your home base for everything Magic the Gathering. And the MTG Mastermind. They are a group of MTG coaches. They've been there on the Pro Tour, at the Mythic Championship, in top 8s of Grand Prix. They are in tune with what's going on in the metagame. If you want to learn from the people who are doing it, you're going to want to learn to improve your game. You're going to want to learn from them at the MTG Mastermind. So we won the die roll, but no mana, so we're just going to pass this up. We can keep this. I'm not thrilled with it. No one drop, but whatever. No one's asking me if I'm making a video today. Like all my playtesting, everyone's like, "Hi YouTube," or "Is this a video?" I get that so often now. They know, everyone knows. Oh, I'm sorry, that's just playtesting. What are we going to get rid of? Probably the Cavern of Souls.
No.
What's wrong with the Cavern of Souls? I guess I could keep it. Is it better than Botanical Sanctum? Is there any way I can get punished? If I want a hard cast. Well, our opponent mulliganed as well. So we're going to keep this. Maybe we do keep the Cavern of Souls. Like, is there any reason we'd want Botanical Sanctum over Cavern? Maybe not. I guess Botanical Sanctum is just in case I get Force Negation and I need a blue mana for it. Okay, we'll get rid of the Botanical Sanctum. Cavern could help. Stick to one disappointment.
Hogaak.
If it's Hogaak, this hand is not too bad. We have a lot of interaction. Blue to Delta into the Overgrown Tomb looks like Hogaak. Yeah.
So what else is going to be making?
We're going to start it off. Oh, I do draw the Force. It doesn't matter, actually. Force Negation is really bad in this matchup. It's really bad. So we can buy ourselves a lot of time with Mistbinder. Sorry, with Trickster and Harbinger.
Hogaak should be like an enchantment.
I don't know if I agree with that. Oh, my phone fell down. The cats are screwing with the phone. Trying to improve the sound quality. Mutavault's okay right now because we do need at least just anything to attack with. Cedar Wayfinder. This is why Force Negation sucks. You got a Gak. Got Vengevine. And a Bloodghast. Oh god. Okay, so this is going to be bad. Because they're going to get... I don't mind the Hogaak, but Vengevine is hard to race too. Just pretty annoying. So we're not going to block. We're also not going to attack for a turn. No. Not happy about that. So I can't attack into Hogaak, so we're just going to have to pass the turn. Does not look great for us. Oh, there's another Vengevine in the graveyard?
I think that's just
that was revealed cards. So what we can do is... Well, we gotta block. Gravecrawler. Is there a zombie in play? This is not a zombie. No, this is a zombie. Alright, if that thing dies, it's gone. Oh, you have another Gravecrawler. Ooh, look at me and my Gravecrawlers. Sure. It was a free attack then. I guess I don't mind the land, so I can play this Benthic Biomancer. Or do I? Because I can attack with the Mutavault this turn too.
You can bounce Ogie.
I'm definitely bouncing Hoagie. Maybe attacking with the Mutavault's worth more, because I can get in at least 5 damage and threaten. If I top deck a Lord, the following turn I threaten lethal. Yeah, that seems reasonable. Yeah, seems reasonable. Actually, if I top deck an Island Walker, it doesn't guarantee anything. Because my opponent doesn't have... Well, I mean, they can't block with very many things, but they don't have an island. So they're going to block with something. But it just means there's less things to block with, period. Okay, Harbinger, you are here in placement of some Silver Gills, so go do your work. Hogaak gonna have a hard time getting back in play.
Boom.
My opponent will attack for 6, I go to 5, but then I kill them, so they might leave the Vengevine on defense.
So you must fill your graveyard with crap.
Yes, a lot of crap. They're far away from recasting this thing. Ugh, no, not anymore. That was a good rip. They did... actually, maybe they had that last turn and they just elected to play a bunch of Grave Crawlers. If you attack with all of them, I don't have to block anything. Okay, so what's going on here? You have you have a Grave Crawler in the graveyard, so it doesn't matter what I do. So the point is, whatever I do, they'll still get a Gravecrawler in play and then put a Hogaak in play. So I guess we just block to save some damage. You are not a blocker. You are also not a blocker, but you both can help cast Hogaak and leave a Satyr Wayfinder up. See, no use for this Force Negation. What do I want? Harbinger or Trickster?
You can crack that bad boy.
I can crack the bad boy, or I can play Benthic Biomancer. Crack him. Because I'm drawing a card anyway, so I might as well put a body on the board to block Vengevine. And if I draw Harbinger... No, I need to draw Trickster. It's like Trickster or bust. Can anything else win? I guess not. And I can't use the mana for anything else. If I crack Waterlog Grove.
Come on, 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 come on.
Not good. Not good at all. If only that Force Negation... Well, I don't know if that Force Negation being something else would have helped. Yeah, if we top decked our Trickster, it would win, because we just tap down Hogaak and attack for 8. After they block one of the 3/3s with Satyr Wayfinder.
On to game 2.
Yeah. This is the deck of the tournament. Although I think we have a pretty good chance of beating this version versus the blue version. Okay, pass. I don't know what I'm hoping for. Really have no idea. If they attack with everything, I'm doomed.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's a world where they don't want to attack with everything. They're like...
In your dreams, yes.
They might. Because I have to put at least 2 3/3 creatures in front of Hogaak. And then I have to chump block everything else. Yeah, I can't block all this stuff. Well, you know what's one interesting trick? Maybe letting this Hogaak attack, and then you trickster the Hogaak, and then chump block it because it would lose trample. And then block, block, block. Then I do the block, 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 block. Yeah, I could do 4 blocks and win. That'd be hilarious. It's just a way of tricking the opponent to attack with everything. Although it's not a good plan. Here we can see. Don't need to see the last card. Alright! The back against the wall against the boogeyman. I mean, to be honest, you have to... Modern's in a situation where you have to, like, have a really good plan of beating Hogaak, or, you know, you gotta take a good hard look at yourself in the mirror and say, you know, what are you doing with your life? So we're gonna take out all the force negations. They're gonna bring in some removal, but still, like, it's too awkward. Way too awkward. 2 other cards I want to take out, maybe some Benthic Biomancers. Yeah, everything else is good. Some spreading seizes are still important because they do leave up chump blockers sometimes. I think Water Trap Weaver is going to be great. Just tap down Hogaak. Don't worry about it for a little while. Grafdigger's Cage is... I think it's a good card. They're going to have an... So the thing with Grafdigger's Cage is, like, 25% of the time, it's just going to win. Simple as that. You're going to play it and you win the game. Then the other 75% of the time, they have to deal with it. They have to take a turn off to deal with it. And that's probably going to be their turn 2. And if they don't... Or at some point, they have to deal with it. And then when they deal with it, that's a turn that they're not, like, spending their mana to play more Gravecrawlers or other nonsense. They can, of course, ignore it for a little while, fill up their graveyard, blah, 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 but it's still going to take up some of their mana and their time. This hand is okay. This hand's okay.
Just okay.
It's got a Lord. Mutavault's okay. In this spot. Go turn 1. Grafdigger's Cage, turn 2, Master with the Pearl Trident, then start attacking with Mutavault and hold up Trickster for the Hogaak, if it enters the battlefield.
Nope. Nope.
Okay, here we go. I kept 7 cards. Oh, this is a mistake. I should probably play the Botanical Sanctum.
There's a lot of things you should have done.
Yeah. I should have started my career off with Splinter Twin.
No,
the channel would have been dead instantly. Channel would have died in like would have lasted a few months, and then it would have been gone.
I should start a Splinter Twin fan page. Keeping the candle burning.
It sort of exists.
Ugh.
Oh, now there's faithless looting. That's gross.
Maybe they just didn't draw.
2 Vengevines in the graveyard. Ew. That's gross.
Relic.
I don't have Relic.
Your sideboard is all over the place.
I could play Spreading Seas on turn 2, but I really don't like it when they like follow it up with Satyr Wayfinder or something. There's a few more reasons to play Spreading Seas on turn 2. It can slow down.
Oh, you piece of...
Well, that's not good news. Force of Vigor. Exiling Hogaak. Means they have another Hogaak. Okay. So all that crap I said about them spending mana, well, that goes out the window, because they found Force of Vigor and they don't spend any mana for that.
It's a mana spending spree.
Now we're in trouble again. Like, I don't care about Hogaak, I care about Vengevine. Like, from my perspective, Vengevine is the more threatening card. That's the card that dealt very serious damage in Game 1. I can't block it very well. Tapping it down with resources isn't worth it. 2 Spreading Seizes.
It's good.
It is good in a way. And they need to play 2 spells? must have a Hogaak in hand.
You got the trickster.
What's best, the green or the red? The red can cast Faithless Lighting, but the green can cast Seder Wayfinder. Neither of them are particularly threatening, though. The other option is I just play Merfolk Trickster, tap down Bloodghast, and then next turn I can double Spreading Seas. That's a plan too. And I'll have more information. If like the Spreading Seas is going to be worth it. Pass. Thing is, I would rather save Trickster for something else. So if they cast a creature here, like say a Bloodghast, I'm going to Merfolk Trickster the other Bloodghast so they can't play Hogaak this turn. Okay, so this is one of those situations. Because I feel like they've got Hogaak in hand. They just exiled one of them because it was the extra one. It's a bit of a greedy line. Vengevine and Gravecrawler? That's not good. Okay, so they can cast a second spell. Oh, maybe playing Spreading Seas was the right play.
Ugh.
Well, they have a third Vengevine in the graveyard? Well, we're dead. Like, I can beat Hogaak. I can't beat Vengevine. Vengevine's hard.
Echoing Truth. Really good against Vengevine.
It is. Damn, the Spreading Seas would have worked. I hate taking the Spreading Seas line, though. Because if they just play a land, it's like I wasted my turn.
You're done.
I'm not done. But what's the best thing to do? I guess tap my Mutavault down, hope I draw a Lord. Lord, Tidebinder, Harbinger of the Tides. Okay, this helps. It doesn't really help, actually. So I have to, like, chump block all the Vengevines. This is a disappointing. But, you know, this is part of Hogaak. It's part of Hogaak. So what can I do? I can block with everything. Block all the Vengevines. I guess it's not completely over, and I do have another Spreading Seas. So I'll take 5, go to 2. Well, that's not healthy either. I have a feeling my opponent is not thinking. I'm sure they are double queuing. Well, that just makes things just impossible. So they can now sacrifice Gravecrawler, recast it, sacrifice it. Well, they're choked on mana, but basically this game doesn't matter anymore.
Almost 5-0.
Almost. Almost, but not quite. But I am impressed with how the deck played. We can just... Okay, I'm just going to play it out just because, out of principle. But, I mean, this is a lost game. The greedy Spreading Seas. Spreading Seas is better in multiples against Hogaak. It's really bad as a one of. Like, my biggest current... It's, like, very similar to Burn. If you play Spreading Seas on turn 2, and it does nothing, like they just play another land, then you just, like, die. They just go off and do their thing as if nothing had happened. And I just took... Maybe they don't have... Well, they probably do have Hogaak in their hand. But maybe they don't. They just exiled it, thinking, well, the Merfolk deck actually has quite a few ways of beating it. Because if I Trickstered the Vengevine, that would have given me a lot more room to live. Okay, so we're going to...
Just for fun. Just see what you draw.
Yeah, just to see what I draw.
Good night.
Another Mutavault. Alright, thank you very much. Good game, Hogaak. I have like really bad record against Hogaak on video. I beat Hogaak more than this. Although I have to admit, I'm not beating it nearly as easily in I'm not beating Hogaak so easily. I'm not beating the Hedron Crab version. That as this game showed, I lose to Vengevine. I don't lose to Hogaak. Hogaak is slow and clunky. Vengevine is explosive and fast, and I don't interact with that card very well. And if there's multiple, if Vengevine was legendary, that wouldn't be a problem, because Hogaak is legendary, so there can only be one Hogaak on the battlefield at any one time. There can be a million Vengevines on the battlefield, and that's one of the biggest issues for me. Of course, they're just going to... I wonder if they ban Hogaak, like maybe that deck is still good enough. I wonder how many pieces you have to ban from the this graveyard crap to make it fair. Like I think it's still a very explosive deck, but maybe it's just going to be more manageable in the future. Let's take a look at the deck. Let's take a look at our deck tech. Deck played great. I have no problems. Only problem is I'm disappointed that we didn't have a better game against Hogaak. That was a bit disappointing. Game 1 we were close, but no donut. Game 2 we just got smashed. Like I said about Grafdigger's Cage, if they have to spend a turn spending mana to destroy this thing, we're golden. But they didn't spend any mana to destroy the Grafdigger's Cage, and then that's where we got in trouble with the Force of Vigor. Force of Vigor, very good in their list. I should probably look very closely at their list, see if there's anything else I can do about this.
Force of Vinegar.
Because I'm still going to keep Grafdigger's Cage, like I said, 25% of the time. It will, I don't know, maybe not even 20 to 25% of the time it will win the game. And then, a good other chunk of the time, it's still going to have an impact on the game because they have to spend a turn to destroy it. And I guess, but I don't know how many Force of Vigors they're running. And if they're running enough of them, then maybe Grafdigger's Cage is some percentage of the time it's just not going to do anything. I don't know, maybe another 20% of the time, Grafdigger's Cage has no impact on the game whatsoever. Because they'll just exile a green creature. We beat Burn. I'm wondering, maybe the Deprive should be a Cryptic Command. I still like Cryptic Command as a card, and that would be easier for me to side in against, say, humans. I could side in a Cryptic Command against humans or other creature-based decks. And I do think we have the mana base to cast a Cryptic Command. We've got... It's a bit close, but if it's only a 1-of Cryptic Command, I think it would be fine. Water Trap Weaver helped us in many games. It looks stupid. But I've won tournaments with this in the past. I've played Water Trap Weaver in the past. I was the first to say, hey, Water Trap Weaver actually is pretty damn good, and do you know what, maybe it is good in this metagame. You look at, it's just a bunch of, there's a lot of non-green creatures, non-green or red creatures, things like Eldrazi, things like the black creatures. Yeah, Water Trap Weavers. I had to pull them from my really old deck lists. I had these in... where were these? In my bulk crap, I played them there. Where's my Water Trap Weavers? They're not in my... I have foil versions, but because I'm playing Simic for this next GP coming up, I actually bought into a non-foil version because I don't know how much... I'm not willing to, I don't know how many tools I need to get in foil for all these other things, and I'm not certain about Simic going totally in the future. Simic is good right now because there's not much Blood Moon, but the day they bring Blood Moon comes back, I think I'm just going to have to forfeit this version and just go back to
Mono.
Go back to Mono Blue. But Mono Blood Moon, not super popular right now for one reason or another, so it's the way of Simic. And maybe even if Blood Moon comes back, maybe this is still going to be worth it. It's just not going to be as strong as it was before, but it's still worth it. But yeah, that's gonna be our league. It was pretty powerful. Unfortunately, I want like more wins against Hogaak. It's possible that my win rate against good players is just going to be closer to 50-50 or negative. It could be negative, and my win rate against worse players is positive because I do win a lot of games against Hogaak. I win a lot of games against Hogaak. I don't know any other sideboard cards though that I can play. There is nothing else.
Relic.
There's nothing else, people.
Relic wipes those Vengevines out of the graveyard.
Well, one thing that does help is Surgical. Is that worth playing a few?
Yeah.
Just for the graveyard cards?
Yep.
Like Vengevine, not for Hogaak.
It's totally worth it.
And Surgical is a lot better against Dredge, in my opinion.
You already sold yours online.
Well, I can always get them back. Sold them online. I still got them in paper, though. I still got my Surgicals in paper. Is it time to go to Surgical? I don't know. I like Grafdigger. I like bringing in Grafdigger's Cage against more decks than I like to bring in Surgical. Like I bring in Surgical against just Dredge. I like it a lot against Dredge because hitting the Creeping Chiller Prize Amalgam sometimes just wins you the or the Conflagrate sometimes just wins you the game, and they can't interact with it at all. They just don't. They just gotta let it happen. All right, you took my stuff. 2 Surgicals means it's game over. I don't think that's exactly the case against Hogaak. But could it be the case?
Without Vengevines, what do they do? Without Vengevines, what do they do?
Hogaak me. Grafdigger's Cage basically says they don't do anything. They literally don't do anything. I really hate... Yeah, Force of Will so bad against Hogaak. It's so situational. So situational. It's good if you can hit that turn 1 Faithless Looting. But it's bad if they have nothing. And then it's just a dead card in your hand. But I think you saw some of the power of this list. I don't know what changes I would make. Clearly, playing more Tidebinder Mages will help against the Burn and Phoenix matchups. And of course, it would be good against Hogaak. Like, maybe these Wire Trap Weavers can just be Tidebinder Mages, but it feels weird. But maybe that's worth exploring. I don't know. Maybe it's worth exploring with very little time. Very little time left on my clock. With GP Minneapolis around the corner.
Which already happened.
Which already happened. Yeah, which already happened. That's right. It's in the past.
It's an inverse thing.
You've already heard you've probably seen the vlog already.
Yeah, you already saw him give his acceptance speech for winning first place.
Yeah, hopefully that happened. I don't know. I don't know what else to say about this. But this is my third 4-1. Without Silvergill Adept. And Wire Trap Weaver and Harbinger do make the difference. They do help. Yeah, don't know what else to say about that. So we're just going to leave it as it is. So we're going to thank all my patrons for supporting me on Patreon. We're also going to thank our sponsors, themanabase.com and the MTG Mastermind. This has been Nikachu with his brother, playing with Simic Merfolk in Modern.